Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. And what a better time to reconvene and set some personal goals than the dark, dreary January. No, but I always feel a sense of new beginnings in the new year. The sun is starting to show itself a little longer each day, and of course it's a new beginning because it's a new year. So today I'm super excited to share with you my goals for the year and give you a little tour of my vision board that I created for this year. It's going to be all about manifesting dreams and setting intentions. So let's dive right in. But before we dive right into the goals for this year, I want to reflect on last year and the way I tried achieving goals back then. It was a year of growth for me, especially in terms of becoming more myself, getting to know myself better, and knowing what I want. But it was also a year where I did not work on my goals as much as I would have liked to. I was able to achieve some goals, especially in the area of, like I said, becoming more myself, appearance-wise, but also knowing who I am and the hobbies that I like to pursue and just becoming more myself. And at the beginning of 2023, I really was working on my goals, but somewhere along the way I fell off. And there's many reasons that I could give as to why that is, but the main big reason that it happened is that in May I started a new job, and then once I started that new job, I just didn't make time for myself to work on my goals for the year, and I just never picked it back up. And this year that has to change. So I made a vision board for the year, which I did as well last year, but like I said, I fell off and I didn't come back to it. I lost my focus. It was last year, my vision board was in my journal. This year I did make a vision board in my journal, but I also made a bigger vision board on a big poster board that I framed, and I hung it up next to my computer in the room where also my closets are. So I have to be there every day to get dressed. So I see my vision board every day, and it will at least remind me of my goals. And I also got a new journal, which this journal, it's a bullet journal, but the main bullet journal things are already printed into it. So let me show you. It's this one. Never Stop Dreaming. Really fun. So it's a bullet journal, but things like this, the overview of the year, are already in there. And then let me show you February. So it starts off with the month, and there's, just regular bullet journal things that you would put in your bullet journal, but it's already printed in there. There's a habit tracker each month. There's this thing where you write down for every day what you are thankful for, grateful for, and then every week there's this little section with every day with a little to-do list and some bullet points where you can put in your own things. And then after the weeks of the month are done, there is a reflection section, and there's also empty bullet pages that you can fill yourself. So I think this will really help me because I don't have to draw out everything every month. It's already there, so I can just plan ahead for a year. So that will save me a lot of time and also a lot of effort. So it will be, there's convenience in it. So I don't just not do it because I don't plan because I don't want to draw out all the weeks. It's already there, so I can plan right away and it's easier, which will really help me achieve my goals, I think. But it still has the advantages of a normal bullet journal that a normal agenda just doesn't have. It's set up in a way that you would set up your own bullet journal. So I'll just use this one to plan my goals and also keep track of everything that I wanted to keep track of, like the habit tracker will do for me. Now my old bullet journal is still there as well because I haven't filled it all the way at all. So I use this one for actual journaling, like diary style, write in it every day how I feel, write reflections, and keep track of how I'm doing goal-wise and otherwise on a deeper level than the normal planning journal would. So one for practical planning and one for deeper reflection, and together they're going to make my 2025 the most successful year that I've had in my life, hopefully. Now let's move on to the actual goals that I've set for myself for 2025. Like I've touched upon already, I've made a vision board for this year. So I printed it out 3 times. I printed out 2 small versions and 1 big version. So the small versions, one I used to make my vision board again in my journal, the planning journal one. I can show you quickly that, well, it didn't fit. So I have 2 pages of it, well, 4 I guess. And for the other small one, I divided all the pictures up in categories, and then for each category I pasted them in my reflections journal. Some got a page, some got 2 pages, some got a little section of a page, because, for example, the sports section didn't need much room. There wasn't much to say. But on the other hand, my personal growth pages, I took 2 of those because there was much more to say. Then I pasted the pictures from my vision board onto the pages and then wrote down the goals that I have for the year. So there is 8 categories, no 9, sorry. And like I said, the big pictures I put on a poster board and I framed and I hang on the wall in a place where I would see it every day. So let's just go over these 9 categories. So first of all, personal growth. I wrote down a few things as shown here. I have a little picture of goddesses, a new era of me. I also have a picture of necklace and just a nice outfit I liked. And it also says, stop waiting for everything to be perfect to be happy. So I wrote down that I want to change my perspective to be content and happy with what I have, instead of always reaching for more to be happy, which is ironic making this video, I know, but still, we should pursue our goals, but we also should be happy with where we are already, because that's also very special and very, it's good to look back and see how far you've come already and still want more, right? But I do feel like I have to be more in the moment, more content with where I already am. So another thing that I want to work on this year is to be unapologetically myself. And I actually already started doing that a little bit. So my husband and I, we decided to take the New Year's plunge, which is tradition where I'm from, on New Year's Day, people go into some body of water outside. So we went to the lake that's close by where we like to swim in the summer, and we just ran into it, plunged ourselves into it, and then gone back out. I'd never done it before. I never thought that I would like something like that, but I actually found that I really enjoyed doing it. I also filmed it, so I set up my tripod with the camera facing us, and I would never have done that before because people could see, and I would have been so embarrassed and so mortified. But I decided to just do it and be myself entirely, and it's kind of freeing to do stuff like that, and I really want to be more like that. I'm turning 30 this year, so it's time for me to be myself. And the last year I feel like I already gotten somewhere with that. There is still a lot for me to accomplish in that regard, so I'm going to be working on that this year. And part of that is also building my personal style more, and that's why I put necklaces and a nice outfit there. I feel like the last year I have gotten quite a lot of clothes already that are more me, and this year I want to focus more on jewelry and accessories and shoes and still get some clothes, but that's very superficial goal for me this year. Anyway, then I have a relax section over there. I want to spend more time with myself and on my hobbies, which are all very cozy type of habits. So I want to get back into gaming and game more this year, which I have been playing Hogwarts Legacy again the last few days, and I really enjoyed it. I want to read more again. I want to live in the moment. I want to learn to play piano this year, and I want to learn to sew this year. And anything that I would also like to try, I will try. This is a year of trying things, trying new things, getting out of my comfort zone, because you never know, like taking the plunge, if you'd like it or not if you haven't tried it. So the next page is about my career. So it says I am qualified for the career I want. It also says I'm stepping into the most successful decade of my year. I get paid for being me. and the best way to predict the future is to create it, and also don't spend another year doing the same shit. So I have a stable job right now, which I do really enjoy, and I really like the job, and it's for right now it's fine. But I do know that ever since I was like 12 or 13, I've always wanted to become a writer, and also I wanted to be a YouTuber because that was the time that YouTube kind of became a thing. Well, maybe 18 years ago. No, it's that one is probably since I was like 16 or something. But I've always been too afraid to try, and this year I'm really going to try. Last year I also tried it, but I'm going to keep trying and really give it my all this year. So I'm making videos again. I actually planned all the videos for the entire year already, and I'm going to work them out as well so that they can be good as well, so they can be of quality. And besides that, I'm also going to start writing my book this month, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll have written my first novel. Hopefully. I don't know if it's something I can accomplish in a year because, well, I have a rough idea of what I want, but I haven't worked it out at all yet. So that's something that I'm going to be working on this month. And that's the thing. I'm going to snip all these plans into smaller, manageable chunks, have a goal for each month that I'm going to work towards, and also have the goals not be too large for me to accomplish. I gotta have small successes often instead of trying to accomplish one big thing and never reaching the end of it. So that's something I'm really working on this year as well. And then the next 2 pages are 5 different categories. So we have sports, garden, relationship, travel, and money. So I want to try new sports and also want to pick running back up. I haven't moved my body for months. I really want to get back into it because, well, I've never been a sporty type of gal, but I do really enjoy running, and it's also good for you, for your health, physically and mentally. So I really want to incorporate that into my life. I also want to try new sports and stuff like that. So the garden, I want the garden to be a sanctuary for me to relax. So really have to work on that. I want to go on more dates. My relationship is very good, and I want to keep it that way. And I just want to spend more time with my husband because he's my husband. Then travel. I wanted to travel to Scotland and Italy last year. I didn't do either of those, but this year might be the year that I do it. It is also tied to my finances, which is also a goal this year again, to save up, which was a goal last year as well, and I didn't accomplish it. But I did really notice last year that doing the cash stuffing method, I was really able to save up a lot of money. So I picked that one back up again. I've been doing it for 2 weeks again. So hopefully, definitely that's going to help me save more money. And also my income has increased in the past couple of months. So I'm guessing that that will really help me achieve my financial goals as well. And then lastly, I have a spiritual side. So I really want to work on my spiritual side. I want to learn about paganism because that's the religion of my ancestors, where I'm from, and also want to get into witching. I know nothing about these things, but I really want to learn about them and get in touch with my more spiritual side. I think a nature type of religion is really good for me because, well, I don't believe in God at all. So, and I don't know if I would ever actually believe in, well, I might actually start believing in paganism and witchcraft because I don't know, it just seems more plausible to me for some reason. So, and I think the rituals that go with it, they just can give you peace of mind and just be relaxing. So I'm going to try that out this year as well. And that was all the categories that I made up for myself this year. And like I said last year, I wasn't able to keep my focus. So what will I do this year to be able to keep my focus? How will I actually accomplish my goals this year? Well, first off, I need to plan everything out. So the thing about that is, if on a random Tuesday I'm sitting around on the couch and I think, well, what could I do right now? The easy thing is to just grab my phone and sit on TikTok and not do anything to accomplish my goals. And I think if I have already planned everything out, I know on Tuesday afternoon when I'm at home, I need to, I don't know, edit a video for an hour. I will be more likely to do it than if I'm just sitting on the couch and I have to think exactly what to do right then and then just go for my phone instead. So I think that will really help me, which is also why I got the pre-printed journal. That's really going to help me do that. And I'm going to, every Sunday, I'm going to plan out the week coming, and that way, hopefully, be able to do more for my goals instead of just relaxing, sitting on the couch doom scrolling. And I've also noticed that convenience is a really big part of this. So if my journals and my pens and all the stuff that I use for journaling are upstairs in a closet somewhere, I'm less likely to grab them and use them to plan and track, as opposed to if they are downstairs somewhere and I can just grab them and start doing the tracking and the planning on the couch. So I need to find a storage solution somewhere in the living room because I don't want everything out because it's ugly. So I need a storage solution for that, and that will hopefully really help me as well. These are real simple, practical things that I noticed about my life and how I am as a person, and that I can easily just adjust so that it is easier for me to work on the really big goals. So I would really advise someone that is also struggling to just look at the really practical things, why you're not working on your goals as much as you'd like, and just change that and see how it works for you. Once I have planned everything, it is important for me to establish the habits. So that means consistency and just keep going. And hopefully my vision board that I have hung up on the wall will really help me with this, because it will remind me every day what I'm working towards, and that way help me be consistent. So planning, consistency, convenience, very important to have those down to just make your life easier towards accomplishing the goals. And then lastly, I already touched upon it a little bit, but I am spending a lot of time on my phone, doom scrolling, Pinterest, Facebook, watching TikTok videos, a lot of time. I just checked. Last week, I spent an average of 4 hours a day on my phone. And just for a little dopamine rush that is just happening right then and there and doesn't do anything for you in the long run, it's very short-term satisfaction, while I need to go into long-term satisfaction and rewire my brain that way. I have done the math on that, by the way. 26 hours a week, so 4 hours a day on my phone means 1,460 hours a year, which that doesn't mean anything to you. That is 60 full days. That is, and to put that into more of a perspective, if you just count waking hours, that is a quarter of your life. That's insane. I don't know what your screen time is, but my screen time is out of bounds. I really need to I really need to stop that. I really, yeah. I'm going to find ways to not be on my phone as much, because that's insane. That needs to stop. It's, what is it for as well? It's nothing. The microphone stopped, but hopefully I charged it for a little bit. Hopefully I can finish this before the sun goes down. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about my phone time. Yeah, that was insane. And there's no real reason for it. I could spend that time doing something productive, something relaxing, being with myself. I could spend half of that time doing those things and be way happier for it. So yeah, really need to quit that, do something else, and be mindful of it as well. So I'm going to work on cutting that screen time drastically. So I'm going probably to make a video about that somewhere along the line as well, because that's one of the biggest things I really want to change. And I've done a lot of swapping screen time videos already. Got to do that again. Maybe do one for reading, maybe do one for productivity altogether, or just try to find ways to cut down that screen time, because it's a no. And I don't know what you guys' screen times are like, but I would really advise you to stop doing it if you are like me and spend way too much time on your phone. So let's get into my vision board. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it. Well, let's just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to change angle here for a minute. So this is my vision board. Here it is in its glory. I took a picture, I put a picture right in the middle, a new era of me. I decided that this was going to be the one that was going to be in the middle, because it's the most important, I feel, because it's all about refining myself. And then I have a few pictures about witchcraft, like this one, and some more are over here, and yeah, down there, and this one's a bit witchy, and then I have a cake that says witches don't age. And on top of that, I have some pictures about me and my husband. So relationship wise, over there is another one. It's just a couple being cute together, signifying I want to work on that. And then some friends. And also I have pictures that are about sports, that are about hobbies, necklaces, accessories that I want to do. And then I have a writing one, a manifesting money one. Over here is a biking one. I have planning over here, reading, sewing, and that's overall what's going on. And then I have a few quotes. This one says, I love my life and I'm grateful for everything I have. This one says, live in a moment. I have one over there that says, don't spend another year doing the same shit. And I have a few more of those. So yeah, that was my vision board. I hope you liked it. I liked it. I hope it's going to really give me what I want it to give this year. I will definitely keep you updated on my progress with accomplishing these goals this year. And I will probably also definitely make some videos on working on these goals this year. I hope you liked this video and that it inspired you to look into your own life and find ways to improve it as well, because ultimately that is what this is about: creating the life that you want to lead. And remember, dreaming big is the first step into accomplishing what you want. So let me know in the comments what your biggest goal for the year is. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more of these goals and accomplishing this. And if you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Bye.